Item number SCP-3020. Object Class KETER. Special Containment Procedures. Known individuals affected by SCP-3020 are to be quarantined at Areas 39, 42, 94, 102, and 129. They are to be kept in standard, non-anomalous human containment cells, and efforts are to be made to ease any symptoms of SCP-3020 infestation, including injections of LDOPA twice daily into the kidneys. Samples of SCP-3020 are to be studied only at the aforementioned areas under BSL-4. Human interaction with SCP-3020 samples is forbidden. Instead, all testing is to take place using robotic armatures. Armatures that have been in contact with SCP-3020 are to be heated to 400 degrees centigrade to ensure the extermination of all SCP-3020 cells and eggs. Description: SCP-3020 is a microscopic organism of unknown genera and species, measuring less than a micron in length. SCP-3020 was believed to be most closely related to the rabies lyssavirus virus, but observation has led the Foundation to believe that SCP-3020 is actually a parasitic organism resembling a viral body. SCP-3020 is small enough to pass the blood-brain barrier and manifests solely in human beings, who are also the sole vector of the transmission of SCP-3020. Humans infested by SCP-3020 begin to show symptoms similar to individuals affected by major depressive disorder. SCP-3020 is incurable, but treatable through LDOPA injections at early stages. SCP-3020 operates by feeding on the chemical LDOPA, a precursor chemical to dopamine, epinephrine, and norepinephrine. This causes a severe dopamine deficiency in the body, causing symptoms resembling Parkinson's disease in addition to depressive symptoms, due to the fact that LDOPA is responsible for the synthesis of epinephrine. Infestation by SCP-3020 destroys the fight-or-flight response. SCP-3020 spreads through the body in sweat and tears of the infested subjects. Physical contact will cause a mild alleviation of symptoms related to SCP-3020 infestation, but also pose a severe risk for infection if individuals are not properly protected. SCP-3020 spawn are incapable of surviving in very harsh conditions outside of the human body, as have been found capable of surviving temperatures up to -30 degrees centigrade. Like most viral or parasitic organisms, high concentrations of heat will kill SCP-3020. SCP-3020 appears to be capable of surviving outside of the human body indefinitely. SCP-3020 cannot be treated through the use of traditional antidepressant or antipsychotic medication that works on the principles of dopamine regulation, due to the lack of dopamine in the body. The symptoms of SCP-3020 infestation can be classified into 5 stages. Stage 1. Paranoia. Subjects begin having strong bouts of paranoid delusions, particularly the delusion that they are universally hated by all individuals they perceive as being associated with them. Subjects infested with SCP-3020 will begin to cease contact with individuals that they associate with. This also serves to limit the spread of SCP-3020 in its initial stages of infection, allowing it to flourish, until such a time where the subject has enough colonies of SCP-3020 within them to effectively spread it. Stage 2. Fear. Paranoia in subjects becomes severe, and the subjects are afraid that everyone is judging them, and believe that all individuals associating with them want them to die, like their lives would be better off if you got out of them. So, you do. You bury yourself under work. Subjects often cut off contact with everyone who knew them. And you cry. Subjects who enter depressive episodes at this state often tremor violently, due to the aforementioned dopamine deficiency, causing symptoms of Parkinson's disease to manifest. Physical contact at this stage will lead to a high chance of SCP-3020 infection, especially if contact is made with skin or tears. Stage 3. Anger. Due to the lack of dopamine, negative emotional responses become more common, including outbursts of anger. Outbursts of anger caused by SCP-3020 often lead to further terminated relationships within the subject's social and familial circles. Subjects at this stage often contemplate suicide, but only 42% of infected individuals carry it out at this stage. At this point, treatment with LDOPA supplements become ineffective, and subjects begin to report a lack of sensation in their extremities. Stage 4. Numbness. Subjects are capable of moving their extremities, but are incapable of feeling tactile or pain sensation. This is believed to be partially psychosomatic, but also is due to the violent tremors causing difficulties in blood flow to the extremities. In addition, subjects will report a lack of gustatory and olfactory sensations. Comparisons have been made between this phenomenon and a perpetual head cold. Subjects will often remain sedentary for hours, if not days at a time, due to SCP-3020 multiplying within their system. SCP-3020 appears to be most effective at multiplying when subjects are conscious but sedentary. Stage 5. Terminal infection. Between 55 and 72% of all subjects at this stage attempt suicide and are often unable to move to the severity of the tremors they experience. Subjects will often plead to die or be killed. At this point, physical contact with subjects provides the most relief for SCP-3020 symptoms, but also carries the highest risk of infection. Following the death of the subject, SCP-3020 eggs will appear in all bodily fluid and tissues, increasing the risk of infection severely. Addendum. The original author of this file, Dr. Lawrence Packard, was inadvertently exposed to SCP-3020 during a containment breach at Area 39. As of this writing, Dr. Packard is still under the Foundation's employment, but is kept in quarantine. Dr. Packard may continue other aspects of his work, but is to be denied all access to SCP-3020's containment file. Item number SCP-3020. Object Class KETER. Special Containment Procedures. Known individuals affected by SCP-3020 are
to be terminated on sight,
and efforts are to be made to ease any symptoms of SCP-3020 infestation.
It might be kinder to just kill them.
SCP-3020 is incurable
and untreatable, even with high doses of L-Dopa injected into the kidneys.
Physical contact will cause a mild alleviation of symptoms related to SCP-3020 infestation, but also pose a severe risk for infection if individuals are not properly protected.
Anyone want a hug?
Like most viral or parasitic organisms, high concentrations of heat will kill SCP-3020.
As will toxic chemicals such as bleach.
Stage 2.
Angst.
Subjects often cut off contact with everyone who knew them.
And you cry. I didn't know someone could cry so much that they became incapable of producing tears.
At this point, treatment with L-Dopa supplements become ineffective, and subjects begin to report a lack of sensation in their extremities.
These haven't even started yet. Thank God.
SCP-3020 appears to be most effective at multiplying when subjects are conscious but sedentary.
I need to ask for spicier food. Addendum. I feel like shit. It's been 10 days since I was first infected. Symptoms have manifested more quickly than in other subjects. I can't help but wonder if this is psychosomatic to some degree. This isn't replacing the actual 3020 file. Just a draft I'm keeping on my PC for the time being. I've studied this for 2 years, and I'm dreading the next phase. Dr. Lawrence Packard. Edit made 231 days ago. Next edit made 182 days ago.
They are to be kept in standard, non-anomalous human containment cells, and efforts are to be made to ease any symptoms of SCP-3020 infestation, including injections of
This doesn't work.
Description.
SCP-3020 is a microscopic parasitic organism with an appearance that mimics the rabies lyssavirus virus. Until recently, the identity SCP-3020 was ambiguous. But recent testing has showed that SCP-3020 is indeed a member of the Kingdom Animalia and not a virus.
SCP-3020 operates by feeding on the chemical L-Dopa
and tryptophan, precursor chemicals to dopamine, epinephrine, and norepinephrine, and serotonin respectively. No, shit! Damn it! Fuck! It's wrong! Test came back weird. Shit! Fucking useless, fucking fuck!
SCP-3020 appears to be capable of surviving outside of the human body indefinitely.
For at least 6 weeks. Foundation researcher Claudia Packard was infected by SCP-3020 following interaction with material previously thought to be decontaminated. It's my fault.
Stage 1. Paranoia.
Nobody's going to forgive me for what happened to Claudia.
Paranoia in subjects become severe, and the subjects are afraid that everyone is judging them.
And know that all your former co-workers hate your guts.
At this point, treatment with LDOPA supplements become ineffective, and subjects begin to report a lack of sensation in their extremities.
This hasn't happened yet. I guess that's something lucky. Addendum. I don't care if I spread the infection at this point. Claudia got it from interacting with my clothing. It was disinfected thoroughly. I don't know what happened. I can't even see her anymore. She can't visit. She's locked up in a cell, maybe another side. Is it evolving? Am I making it evolve? Did someone give it to her on purpose? Who did it? Who hurt Claudia? Who hurt her? I know the answer. I did. Edit made 182 days ago. Next edit made 150 days ago.
Item number SCP-3020. Object Class.
Spiteful motherfucker.
Special Containment Procedures.
Individuals acting as hosts for SCP-3020 are to be allowed to self-terminate for whatever means they wish.
Description.
SCP-3020 is a parasite that causes bouts of depression and anger by eating the chemicals that make dopamine and epinephrine. The only way to cure SCP-3020 is by killing yourself or someone killing you. I saw Claudia the other day. They let us visit. Hugging doesn't work if you're both infected. We were repulsed. We fought. She thought I had been screwing someone else before I got infected. I tried to tell her that I wasn't. Claudia is... The last thing I heard her say was, "I hate you." But she tried gouging out my eyes before the guards pulled her off. And I heard her screaming all the way down the hall as people in yellow suits marched me into the decontamination shower and shoved me into the new cell. I hate you. That makes two of us. I did this to you. I'll infect a dozen more before I die. Anything that I can use to hurt myself has been taken out of the room. I've been moved to a cell with a bed attached to the wall. My computer screen is a projection, and my keyboard is a touchscreen. I want to die. You won't let me die. You won't let any of us die. I thought I could help us too, when I studied them. I thought I could fix them. You can put glue on a shattered glass, but you won't fix it. I keep on thinking that I'll let Claudia look over these reports for errors once I'm done with them. Then I remember what I did. It's all my fault. She was the best thing in my life. She utterly hates me. I sometimes think I can hear her screaming at night, and I want to scream back. I want to scream I'm sorry, but she won't hear me. The walls here are a meter thick at least. We've been trying to cure this for over 5 years now. I've worked for 3 of them. We're not even close to neutralizing them. I've reached stage 4, maybe stage 5. I've eaten nothing but spicy food for weeks. I can't taste anything else. The tremors are started, but they're still controllable for the most part. I've only seen it secondhand. Let me tell you firsthand how it feels. There's a dull ache in the back of your head. You're not sure if you feel it, or if you only think you feel it, but it's always there. The same ache is also in your stomach. This egg talks, and it tells you that you need to die to make people happy. It says you have not accomplished anything in your life. It says you will be forgotten. It says that nobody really loved you. And you know it's true. You know it's not true, but it is. 3020 is just going to keep spreading. We're not sure how much of the general population is infected already. Conservative estimates are at 0.003% worldwide. It's going to get much, much higher. We need to die. Everyone infected with SCP-3020. You're doing everyone a favor. We don't want to live. And you're curing what could be the next Black Death. Edit made 90 days ago. Last edit made 5 days ago.
Armatures that have been in contact with SCP-3020 are to be heated to 400 degrees centigrade to ensure the extermination of all SCP-3020 cells and eggs.
Individuals who have reached Stage 5 of SCP-3020 infestation are permitted to be euthanized if they so wish. Stage 6. Melancholia. Dopamine levels in the body begin to normalize should individuals survive past Stage 5. Subjects will continue to show symptoms of SCP-3020 infestation, but on a less severe scale. Suicidal urges still exist and are often acted upon. To date, 2 individuals, former Foundation employees Dr. Lawrence Packard and his wife Dr. Claudia Packard, have reached this stage. Both have been moved into a communal self-observation. Addendum: you win. This is SCP-3020's most insidious feature. You learn to live with it. We both have. But I know that if I were out of containment, this would just mean I could spread it further. It'll become even worse when it decides to make the dull eggs you feel sharper, heavier break down. You win. That's all there is to it. I can't do anything about you. You're with me until I die. Both of you. Claudia's made dinner, or what passes for it, using the rations we've been given. Almost tastes like our favorite. Everything's gonna be fine. Lawrence Packard.